Hello and welcome to Bird Watch, the great pop culture debates video series devoted to the looks of Drag Race UK. I'm your host, Curtis Creekmore. Tits McGee is on vacation. Just kidding.
Enjoying a big vacation, a well-deserved vacation. So
Yes,
hope you travel blessed.
Eric is taking a well-deserved and necessary vacation, so you all are stuck with me today. I am ecstatic to be joined by my good Judy, legendary house mother of the Boston Gay Men's Chorus. Kevin Rice is here. Hi, Kevin. How are you?
Hello, baby. I miss you so
Oh my
much.
God.
I miss you.
I miss you too. How have you been?
I'm just stuck here in beautiful Brighton, the land of dreams.
Yeah.
Outside of Boston. We ain't doing much. Walking
No.
the dog. It's winter. But we can handle winter here. We're used to it. So
Yes. So let's get right into it. Let's get into
So
tooting,
excited.
booting, shooting, pooting, and mooting the looks from episode 6 of Drag Race UK. Category is PreHERstoric runway. Let's get to it. First up to the stage, we have Ahora. Kevin, what'd you think?
I liked it. I like Ahora. Like Ahora has totally grown on me. She reminds me of a cleaned up Adora Delano.
Yes, I've said that.
They look alike.
Yeah.
It's so weird. But she's definitely the more posh one. I actually put her for being Posh Spice during Snatch Game, which didn't happen. But she's growing on me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had Taste winning, but Ahora's kind of like I like this outfit. I don't love the fur. That wasn't my favorite part, but that is so creative. And she definitely needed the fur to accent that whole bone structure. But it was really cool. So I'm definitely gonna toot this.
Toot. Okay. I also really liked this. I thought that it was really well put together. I liked the mask. I liked the fur. I loved the train on it. I loved that it was so long and luscious. I loved that you saw her body. The one thing that I don't know that how she could have gotten around it, but the tape showing, like her tuck tape, was a little. It pulled me out of it a little bit, but it was still beautiful. It was still a very strong toot for me. Next up to the stage.
You don't see it as much when they're walking either. So.
True. Next up we have Taste. Kevin, what'd you think?
I love Taste. Taste one of my favorites. I love Wales, the whole deal. I know they really like this. I didn't love this. I thought it was okay. I thought it was very costumey. I think she's so glam usually. If her face was more fun, prehistoric glam, maybe it would have pulled it together for me. But I think it was okay for me. So I think it's just a moot for me, unfortunately.
A moot. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and toot this. I thought that it was okay. I also didn't love it in the way that the judges really seemed to go for it. I did like the face. I thought it was different. I liked the insert of the teeth. That was interesting. When she kept kind of dipping low and popping her pussy, and you saw that she wasn't wearing any underwear or anything, and you saw just the tights or and you also saw the pads through the tights. There were some issues with this. I still think it's pretty good, strong enough for a toot for me, but it's a soft toot, I think.
Okay. She's been pretty safe.
Yes. Yeah, and that's why I'm kind of interested to see where she goes with this competition. If she makes it to the Final Four without a win under her belt, like a real win, I don't know how she's going to do.
I still have her going to the top. So
yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah. Next up to the stage, we have Sister. What'd you think?
Oh, Sister. I have her going home every week.
I know.
What happens.
Yep.
I'm like, cancel Sister like the other show. Come on. I don't get the phallic hair, the kitty bones thing. It's fine. I think it's all been done before. We could pick that outfit up at, they're closing stores, go in a store and grab that dress from somewhere from Lord & Taylor while it's, 50% off. I mean, it just wasn't, it's kind of I'm going to give it a boot.
Okay. I also am not a big fan of Sister. I think every season there's always a villain. There's usually an early season villain who goes out, and then there's a late season villain, and I think they're making Sister into the late season villain here. This look is fine. It's feh. It's basically stolen from Aquaria's evil twin runway back in season 10, I think that was.
The Saboteur?
The Saboteur, yes, because she had that really cool-ass mask, which is exactly what Sister did here. I don't love the hair either. and it really looked like Lawrence and Sister shared a skein of fabric. I was wondering if maybe they went in like halvesies, like I don't want to pay for the full thing, you want to split it. So
Right.
I'm gonna go ahead and moot this. I don't think that it's like awful, but it's not great either.
Right.
Next up, we have Tia Coffee.
I want to root for Tia because I really like Tia. I
Yeah.
want her to. I think I'm comparing her too much to Simone
Mm.
because Simone has got such. They have a similar body shape,
Mm.
and but Simone's so put together in RuPaul's Drag Race, and Tia is just not stepping it up to where she needs to be.
Yeah.
The hat kept bothering me. I'm like, is it gonna fall off? Is it gonna fall off? Is it gonna fall off? Is it gonna
Yep.
fall off? So it was distracting. I felt like her. The back could be bigger, like a velociraptor, without looking like too much like Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. But I don't know. I'm gonna give it. I think. I mean, she looks great. She's showing more of her body better than last week. But I'm still gonna give it a Moot.
Okay. I loved Tia. I think Tia is an amazing, interesting, and funny queen. She is definitely not a look queen, and I think she knows that. What really bothered me about Tia for basically the entire season were her excuses. And that sounds like a read and really mean, but it's not meant to be. It's just every time someone said, we want you to do more, we want you to go bigger, we want you to have something different. Every time she said, oh, this is the worst look that I've got. Next week it's going to be better. But it never got better. And then you had 7 months to pull something together, and you still came out with this. And this is not good. She talked about the rhinestones, but you could barely see them, like the veining and the wings. It's poorly put together. I do appreciate that you could finally see her figure, which she should have been relying on. It's kind of funny. They tell her not rely on that body most of the time, but this time you should have been. It's a boot from me, unfortunately. So next up, we have Bimini Bon Boulash. Kevin, what'd you think?
She is just impressing me so much. I can't get over it. I had her going home like in the beginning a couple times, and now she's just like. I'm so glad she stayed because she's just growing and growing. This is incredible. It's beautiful. The pleated bacteria, her face, the makeup. It's unbelievable to me. And she's funny as hell. Snatch Game was amazing. Again, 7 months. You can hire your own writers in that time period for Snatch Game. That should have been just off the charts. It was so good for the UK one, but she saved it, and she was definitely the winner, hands down. And she looks awesome. So for me, that is my tootie toot.
That's a toot? Okay. I did not see Bimini coming. From episode 1, I thought, oh, this is an early season out. She's not very strong. She doesn't know what she's doing. And then she turned a corner, and she is lit. That Snatch performance was hilarious. I laughed every time she spoke. Every single time they showed her talking, I was laughing out loud. This look is a shoot for me. It is amazing. We have not seen something like this. And the second she came out and moved her arms so gently, and those feather, whatever they are, flagellum, started moving, I was like, I had an aneurysm. It was so good. The eyes, the contacts that she put in, the shoes are very gaga. It's so good. This is probably my favorite look that we've seen so far on the runway for UK2. It's so good. Shoot from me. Next
I think it's definitely going to. And I'll change mine to a shoot as well.
Shoot, okay.
Convince me.
All right. I'm very good at that. Next up, we have Lawrence Chaney. Kevin, what'd you think?
Oh, I love Lawrence. I love Lawrence. Lawrence can definitely dress for plus size models.
Yes.
Like he knows how to really shape that body. Again, I felt like this has all been done before. The hair is flawless though, looks great. I like I think what bothers me the most about Lawrence is the crying episode. I'm like, I just want to see some drag.
Yeah.
But these are babies.
Yep.
I mean, these are babies. And at 21, 22, 23, I'm sure I cry every other day. I still cry, but I'm just saying. But I think Lawrence looked great. Disappointing. And I thought Lawrence would take Snatch Game, but I think I'm gonna still give it a Toot.
Two. Okay. I also thought that Lawrence was going to win the Snatch Game just because, you know, Lawrence is the funniest queen I think we've had in, oh my God, maybe since Bob. Funniest queen since Bob. I'm going to say that.
Right.
This outfit, we've seen the silhouette before, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I did appreciate the big, like, um, the sleeve that was very reminiscent of Coco Montrese. I liked that. I liked the arm out. I loved the claw marks with the rhinestones in it. There were bits of this
That was cool.
that really like, but you wouldn't see that until they zoomed in on the camera. I was like, oh, there's like rhinestones in that. That looks really nice. But overall, it's just like, I feel like we've been there before. And
Yeah.
Lawrence has come out in some amazing looks so far, and this one was not one of them. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a Moot. Next to the stage, we had Ellie Diamond. Kevin, what'd you think?
So Ellie is like your best friend. You always invite to parties because she's always gonna look good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and
Ellie
beside her?
I know, sure. But she's always fun and she's consistent. And I know Ellie Diamond came out as Pebbles, but Ellie Diamond looks like Bam Bam. I mean,
Yeah.
it's so funny. Whenever I see Ellie, I'm like, that's Bam Bam. That is Bam Bam. Got a lot about the story background. Again, 21.
Yep.
I think I'm going more for the whole package of the whole season so far. But again, consistency looks good. It's well executed. It cracks me up. I love the bones in the hair. I love that they know who Pebbles is.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it 2.
I'm gonna have to Moot this one. Yeah.
Pearls.
So listen, I appreciate a queen who sews. I do. And so does Harrison, apparently. I appreciate a queen who sews, but I don't want to know that you sew. Does that make sense? Like when she came out, this looks a little bit too crafty. It is very clear that she made this herself, which props to you, Mama. I couldn't do that yet. I hope to learn to sew one day. And there are bits of this that do look good, but especially the skirt is just strips of fabric that have been sewn to a piece that goes around your waist. Like,
Right.
it's not as elevated as I would have liked it to be, and especially not as elevated as some of the other looks that were on the stage this week. So it's a Moot for me. It's okay. Kevin, who was your top Toot of the week?
Top 2 is Bimini. Bimini. What's going to happen with Bimini? I mean, dark horse. Here it comes. We're up the raceway.
Absolutely. Definitely a dark horse. And the same for me. Top Toot. Absolute shoot. So good. I'm so excited to see what happens with Bimini moving forward. I think every other queen on that stage, especially Lawrence, should be quaking in her tits.
Yes, totally.
Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out our other drag fashion reviews on our YouTube channel. Make sure you like and subscribe. For more Drag Race content, check out the bonus section of our website, greatpopculturedebate.com. We are running fan pools for both UK2 and Season 13. And while you're at the website, please make sure to check out our podcast for great pop culture debates and see what polls are open for upcoming episodes. Your votes determine what we discuss. We will see you next week for more Birdwatch. Pip, pip, cheerio, and thank you so much, Kevin, for being with me.
Anytime. It was a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye.